Today on Discover Wisconsin, we're getting to know the many diverse sides of Beloit. Come along with us and expect the unexpected.
Hello and welcome to Discover Wisconsin.
This is an anthem for those who look for more and never say they've seen it all. Windows down, let's take a ride. The good land's great tonight.
With the Rock River at its heart, the city of Beloit is known as the gateway to Wisconsin. Thanks to its urban flair and friendly charm, you'll find endless opportunities for fun around every turn.
Located near Wisconsin's southern border, Beloit is a short drive from Milwaukee, Madison, and Chicago.
In my opinion, Beloit is one of the most underrated cities in the entire state of Wisconsin. I think this area has changed so much over the past 10 or 20 years. So if you've been to Beloit, you may think you know this area, but it's worth taking a trip back to see what they've done here over the past couple of decades. Beloit really is the perfect weekend getaway. They're constantly hosting lots of music events and art events, and the best way to kick it off is Fridays in the Park. You can enjoy a delicious lunch served up by a local restaurant, grab your friends, enjoy some music, do a little dancing. And the best part is it's all right there in downtown Beloit. I love visiting farmers markets in each city that I go to because I think it really gives you a taste as to what this city is like. The Beloit Farmers Market really comes alive every Saturday. You're going to have tons of vendors, thousands of people flock to Beloit every Saturday morning to check it out. While our crew was there, we happened to bump into a very familiar face.
This is the perfect size farmers market. There's almost 100 vendors. It's in historic downtown Beloit. You're gonna see your neighbors, everything from fresh flowers to organic produce. You can meet the farmers growing it. So it's one of my favorite things to do in the city. I was born and raised in Beloit. I was Miss Beloit and Miss Wisconsin, and then the host of Discover Wisconsin for over 20 years, and now as Secretary of Wisconsin Tourism. I never moved. Beloit is my hometown, and it's really because of the people here, the great things that this city offers, and really a sense of community that I find so strong.
There are also a few farmers market vendors that grew to be so successful, they eventually established themselves as permanent Beloit storefronts.
The first one, Northwoods Premium Confections. Who doesn't love a candy store, am I right? It's like the best place ever, partly because they have so much variety. When you come to these cool candy shops, you have to get the weirdest candy ever. And this one is the best one. Gotta get the little scooper. Moving on, we have, okay. Strawberry Airheads for sure. What is this? Jelly Belly, draft beer flavor, only in Wisconsin. Just a few shops down is a spot called Bushel and Packs.
Bushel and Packs is really 4 parts. It's a market, it's a cafe, it's a preservation kitchen, and it's a farm. We focus on making jams and hot sauces, pickles, relishes, things like that. We also sell a lot of beer and wine here, Wisconsin cheeses, snacks, all kinds of different things. I think what people really like about Bushel and Packs is that it is truly authentic in that it is sort of like Beloit's living room. It's kind of like a place where you can go with your family and hang out and get authentic and true goods and foods, really clean items, and really connect yourself with your community.
I love finding places that merge both beauty and history, and the Beckman Mill is exactly that. So I'm from Rock County, and this spot has been on my Wisconsin bucket list for a long time. It's called the Beckman Mill. What is it exactly?
Beckman Mill, first of all, is a county park. And at the south end, we have all of this historic preservation, including a 19th century gristmill that we restored back to operational condition. When the people come out here, when we're grinding corn, they can see what it's like when it's running. The rural part of the history in Beloit wasn't always told. Well, now we have a way of doing that. We have an example to show people.
As many pictures as I've seen, I don't think it all really clicks until you're actually here experiencing it. It really is very serene and tranquil sort of feeling here.
It is. It's the entire experience. It's the trees, the blue sky, the blue water, and then that sound, that ever-present sound of the water rushing over the dam.
Yeah.
It's sort of the confluence of nature and history.
To start planning your own Beloit getaway, head to discoverwisconsin.com. And don't go away. Coming up, Marie and her family check out some of the kid-friendly things to do around Beloit. Welcome back to Beloit, right here on Discover Wisconsin.
One great thing about Beloit is there are so many fun activities for families to experience together. I am excited to be here. What is Pacesetter Alpacas and what do you guys do here?
Well, Pacesetter Alpacas is an alpaca farm. We raise alpacas and we shear them once a year, and we use their fiber for various products that we sell in the store. One of our main goals is to educate the public about alpacas.
Surprisingly, these guys are so easily trained and so smart.
They are very curious. Whenever anybody drives in, they're always checking it out. They all have a unique personality.
My kids absolutely love the alpacas.
I think she likes me better than you.
Probably.
This is something different. You don't get to see alpacas on a farm every day.
I saw all those animals. My favorite thing is like how to feed them. They're fun. I think one of them really likes me.
Apple Hut Orchard is another great place in Beloit to check out with the family.
The Apple Hut Orchard was founded in 1979 by Fritz and Connie Brackus, my parents, and they planted a few trees to start off, and it just started growing and growing, and we have about 1,600 trees now. In our gift shop, I take pride in using things from Wisconsin. We're pretty well known for our cider doughnuts. Fritz's famous donuts. Fritz was my father, and he started them and would use nothing but top quality products. And if you could be here in September when we open, the line is halfway out the doorway into the parking lot for his donuts. People come out from all walks of life. Cities, your bigger cities, this is their day in the country. And I just want people to leave always with a happy experience.
I think it's great to know where your food comes from and as a, right? Yeah, where our food comes from. And Double B Farm is just, it's a one-of-a-kind place where you can enjoy the animals, the atmosphere, and some amazing food. Double B Farm is such an exciting place. What type of foods do you guys cook?
We raise most of the things here. We raise beef, goats, lamb, pork, ducks, chickens, and we have it processed at Lake Geneva Country Meats. We do everything from scratch, so it's kind of like a mom and pop thing, you know, grandma's house where, you know, you went for breakfast and everybody's friendly.
And what is something that you want people to take away when they visit Double B Farm?
Well, I want them to know where their food comes from. It's made fresh. The food tastes different. It's the way it's supposed to taste.
When food is fresh, you can tell. And when people care, I think you can tell that much more. My kids absolutely loved it. They got up close and personal with the goats here.
Mom, they're sisters.
They look like they're related, don't they? They got the same colors.
Oh, look at, I'm walking with the herd. It's fun, like hanging out with the goats and like playing with them. And there's cows over there.
They get to enjoy everything that a farm has to offer and then go inside and eat some really great homemade food that's from scratch.
The blueberry pancakes are really, really good. And they put a lot of blueberries in there, which is nice. It was probably better than how my mom makes it.
The best way to end your day in Beloit with the family is head over to Pohlman Field and cheer on the Beloit Snappers.
What I love most about coming to Snappers games is that it's a family atmosphere, and it's affordable, and it's just right down the road. I came to games when I was young. I'm bringing my daughter now, and just kind of giving a love of the area, but also for sports.
Head to discoverwisconsin.com to download an itinerary for your trip to Beloit. And stick around. When we come back, I learn how to cook the perfect Juicy Lucy burger. Welcome back to Discover Wisconsin as we explore unexpected Beloit. The city of Beloit has such a fun, hip vibe that ties into the incredible food, music, and art scenes here in town. And one event that brings it all together is Music at Harry's Place, held at the Riverside Park on Friday nights during the summer. Between the live music, dancing, and gorgeous sunset over the river, I can't think of a better place to spend a Friday night.
We pretty much come every week. Midwestern bands come in and play, and everybody comes down. It's a free event. It's a great time to come out and enjoy the riverfront and just have a great time in Beloit.
And when the sun goes down, the fun doesn't end. Riverside Park also hosts Movie on the Big Lawn, where you can bring blankets and chairs and enjoy a movie on the big screen under the stars. Just walking down the street in downtown Beloit, you'll find a number of great food options, one of them being Lucy's No. 7, which is famous for its Juicy Lucy's.
So what is a Juicy Lucy?
All right, so a Juicy Lucy is a burger stuffed with cheese. Ours is a little bit more complex, so you're actually gonna wanna put 3 pieces of Gouda on the bottom of one of your patties.
Okay.
You're gonna wanna space it out though, so you have a little bit of an edge.
The cooking experience was really fun. It's not as easy as it looks to seal those burgers just right.
And all this flavor, once you grill it, it stays inside of there? It doesn't fall out of there?
Hopefully I'm gonna show you exactly how to stuff it so the cheese doesn't come out.
It was just fun to be able to put it all together and put it on the grill, and my burger surprisingly held up very well. I was proud of myself, and it tasted absolutely amazing.
What I noticed when I first walked in, it's kind of like a retro burger joint meets modern times. It's got this great eclectic mix to it as far as the decor is concerned. And so I'm sure the atmosphere kind of follows that.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's just a real centralized location. A lot of times people come here and they're like, oh, I feel like I'm in downtown Chicago. It's like, no, you're in downtown Beloit, Wisconsin.
Absolutely, yes. It does have a Chicago feel when you come in. I love the open kitchen feel, which is kind of fun.
Downtown Beloit also hosts a number of unique events that bring the community and local businesses together, like the Art Walk, which happens every year in May.
Art Walk is a handmade market, so we have over 28 locations throughout downtown Beloit that stay open late until 9 p.m. And then we invite handcrafted vendors to come in and showcase their artwork throughout downtown, and people can go around and shop. We've had a long, rich history of art in our community, art installations, art sculptures. So it's really a great opportunity for all of those artists to come together one night and have fun in downtown.
Another place I highly recommend checking out while in Beloit is Clarabeau and Gatsby Wine Bar. With its great ambiance and named after the late actress Clarabeau, it really takes you back to the 1920s. What is Clarabeau and Gatsby Wine Bar, and what was the inspiration for starting a place like this?
Clarabeau and Gatsby Wine Bar is a turn-of-the-century speakeasy, so to speak. It was a dream of mine to come up with an establishment in which you could relish in the past and not be caught up in what everybody else is in town. So it's kind of a destination. I would say all of our food has a flair to it.
Yeah.
We have pasta, seafood, steak. We play jazz music, period jazz, and on any given night, it's a very social environment. We pour a lot of wine, a lot of champagne, but it's also laid back.
Right, and you feel like you've kind of walked back in time almost.
Yeah, I mean, you come in here, you don't feel like you're in Beloit. It's a little gem. Not a lot of people know about this place, but it's something I'm proud of. We have a great staff, and they represent us very well.
Check out behind-the-scenes photos of our cruise time in Beloit at discoverwisconsin.com. And share your own photos with us on Instagram by using the hashtag #DiscoverWisconsin. Coming up, Mariah is checking out some of the nature and recreation that the Beloit area has to offer.
Welcome back to Beloit, right here on Discover Wisconsin.
Beloit may have a fun urban vibe, but there's actually a ton of opportunities to get out and explore the outdoors. Riverside Park is located just north of downtown, very accessible to the city. You can actually rent out paddle boats and kayaks there. So it's really perfect for couples or families who are already downtown and want that access right on the water.
The park also has a beautiful river walk and is home to Turtle Island Playground.
I started my paddling experience in the Beloit area on Turtle Creek, and it was so beautiful. I went along with Teresa Oldenburg from Nature at the Confluence. She was awesome because she's from Beloit. She really knows kayaking in the Beloit area.
There's a lot of really wonderful hidden secrets in Beloit. One of them, Turtle Creek, winds its way through Beloit for about 9 to 10 miles, and it's truly a hidden treasure because you don't see it normally, and when you're going right through the city of South Beloit, it's wooded and wild and really beautiful. A lot of twists and turns. It's a lovely creek.
We find that's a trend where people are looking for things to do in cities where they might not feel like they're in the middle of chaos, you know, and Beloit kind of offers that, I think.
Exactly.
In a lot of
There's
ways.
a lot of beautiful parks, a lot of places to walk, a lot of hiking trails, and paddling is wonderful.
Turtle Creek eventually meets the Rock River at a spot called Nature at the Confluence.
Nature at the Confluence is a new urban ecology center, and we are bringing an area back to life that really has been, I want to say neglected, sort of dumped on actually for the last 80 years or so.
It's beautiful. I like that it has a very kind of outdoor classroom sort of feel.
Absolutely. This really is about being outdoors. We have an indoor learning center, but we really want people to be outside all seasons and exploring this like quiet little corner that is carved out of the middle of the urban area.
If you continue upriver, you will come across one of Beloit's most scenic spots in the 190-acre Big Hill Park. The view from atop the bluff, which was once a ski jump, is unparalleled.
Big Hill Park is a park outside of the city of Beloit that is a unique blend of forest, bluffs, and we also have prairie as part of this park as well. Back in 1936, they constructed a ski jump where I'm standing, and they actually had a lot of competitions involving European jumpers. And so to commemorate our ski jump here, we built this so that people could actually get a sense of what the ski jump was about. Plus it has a beautiful view of the river. We have a slice of the North Woods here in southern Wisconsin.
If I were to use one word to describe Beloit, I'd probably say unexpected. I think there's something really special going on here in Beloit. It's modern and it's clean and hip. There's a lot of unique spots to take in, but there's also a nod to historic Beloit. They really are a city that embrace their culture and their soul, and I think that's what makes Beloit different. That's what makes it so unique.